Ngilibingelele ibandla egameni lenkosi yethu Jesu Kristu. Namhlanje sizokwenza Acts 27, izenzo 27. So soke sithi ukushintsha kancane singene ku-Acts 27. Sizamile-ke kulama lessons adlule ukuthi sizame ukubuilda ama-foundations ukuze sikwazi ukuthi mese kuqhamuka i-midnight cry ibe seyinendawo-ke la izokwazi ukuthi ihlale khona. Asikwazanga-ke ukwenza zonke izinto, kodwa ezisalayo izinto noma ezisele sizoloku sizilanda nje, sizihlanganisa, sizifaka kulesi sifundo sethu, right? So before siqale senze izenzo 27, sizoke sithi ukubheka kancane le idea, le concept, lesisifundo esisitholayo. So into besiyenza nje la siqale sakhuluma nge-agricultural model, leyanto yokutshala emasimini, ukuthi isifundisa ngezwi likaNkulunkulu. Leyanto isifundisa ngendlela uNkulunkulu adila nayo ngathi nabantwana bakhe. So agricultural model, enye imodel esinayo ile yokubuilda ithempeli likaNkulunkulu. So sizoke sithi ukubheka yona kancane nje, singeve songena kuma-details, kukhona esifuna ukukuveza la. So siphumela lowa line-ke uma sidila naleya agricultural model. Lowa line onama-waymarks awu-5, and then bese uba nezikhathi eziwu-4 in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, nokuthiwa ama-dispensations. So sasho saphuma nawo-ke lowa line. So sizoke sibheke-ke eBhayibhelini uma siqala lapha ya izikronike zokuqala chapter 22, ngoba sifuna ukubheka leya idea yokubuilda ithempeli, ngoba sithi nayo iyasifundisa, noma enye izindlela uNkulunkulu asifundisa ngayo, izindlela adila ngayo nathi thina abantwana bethu, abantwana bakhe. Izikronike chapter 22 verse 2 kufundeka kanje la: And David commanded to gather together the strangers that were in the land of Israel, and he set masons to hew root stones to build the house of God. So uzokhumbula ukuthi kuDavid lo wayefisa ukwakha ithempeli laNkulunkulu, kwathiwa ngenxa yezandla zakhe ezigcwele igazi angeke aze akwazi ukubuilda ithempeli, but kodwa imaterial uzoyiqoqa. Siyazi ukuthi uSolomon ozoqedela lelo thempeli. So uma ufunda-ke la, uDavid uyakhomanda, unika umyalo ukuthi makuhlangane wonke umuntu kuzokwenziwani, kuzoqwengelwa amatshe lana into ekhulunywayo, kuzoqolwa amatshe ukuze kwakhiwe indlu kaNkulunkulu, right? So sifunde izikronike zesibili chapter 2 verse 2, kuthiwa lana, and Solomon told out 70,000 men. So that is 70,000 men, right? 70,000 men to bear burdens, and 80,000 to hew in the mountain, and 3,600 to oversee them. So Solomon nango kufikile uyeke lo ozobuilda le thempeli, right? So abantu bayahlukaniswa-ke imisebenzi yabo. 80,000 kuyoqalwa amatshe kuphi? Ezitabeni. Ipoint esize kulona ileli lokuthi kuyoqolwa amatshe lapha, and amatshe aqolwa ezintabeni, right? So meqolwa amatshe lapha ezintabeni suke kuzobuildwa iTemple, right? So ke le idea ke yiyo lesifuna ukuyiveza sisuka nje, because uzoyi-understanda ukuthi mase iqhamuka ku-Daniel chapter 2 ukuthi isuke iqhamukaphi le idea. Daniel chapter 2, because sekuyisiprofetho njengamanje, verse 45, verse 44, ake sibheke verse 45. Daniel chapter 2, verse 45. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, the gold, the great God had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is Satan is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure. So Daniel siyamazi uqhamukile ezochaza iphupho likaNebukadnezar ukuthi lesithombo sibonile le ntaba oyibonile, then kwasekhathwa kusikwa leli litshe ke ngithi uyabona khona itshe lisikwayo lapha ya without hands, right? So yonke le idea ke ikhuluma ngani? Sikhuluma lamatshe azoqalwa entabeni ngoba kwakhiwa iTemple likaNkulunkulu, right? So amatshe ayisetshenziswa ke ukwakha lamabhilidi lawo. So phinde futhi simesiya lapha ku Matthew chapter 16 sithole le idea. Matthew chapter 16 verse 13. Sizama nje ukubuilda lomqondo lo wokwakha iTemple laNkulunkulu ukuthi kunalenye model esinayo yokuqola amatshe entabeni ngenhloso yokwenzani yokwakha iTemple likaNkulunkulu, right? So yeah, sizama nje ukudlalela uActs 27 lo sodilana naye kungekudala. So Matthew chapter 16 verse 13 kufundeka kanje. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, Who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? Uyabaqoqa ukuphi la eCaesarea Philippi, and uyabuza ukuthi abantu bathi ngubani? Siyabona. So, and then bese ke uyasazi story ukuthi kuzithiwa abanye bathu Elias, abanye bathu Jeremiah, abanye bathu prophet nje, abanye bathu John the Baptist. Right? And he said unto them, nina nithi ngubani? Angithi waphendula uPeter siyamkhumbula ukuthi wena you are the son of the living God, indodana kaNkulunkulu. Kwathiwa ke inyama negazi ayimbulelanga ke lento Peter, bese kuthiwa, and I say also unto you that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So kuthiwa Peter, upon this rock, igama elithi rock elithi Peter, it means what? A stone, right? It's a piece of a rock, it's a stone. And upon this rock, twabakuphi angithi bami lapha eCaesarea, intaba leya abame kuyona, right? Kuye le ntaba because iCaesarea Philippi la, iCaesarea Philippi kafushane nje lapha ya ezansi kwentaba khona idolobha lapha ya, right? ekuthiwa iCaesarea Philippi, and siyazi ukuthi njengamanje njengoba bekhuluma bami vele phezu kwayo le ndaba, and ihistory izositshela ukuthi leya city leya yakhiwe ngamatshe abeqhishulwa kuleya ndaba ekhona lapha ya eCaesarea Philippi. Siyayibona leya. So sithi ke namanje kukhulunywa bami phezu kwayo le ndaba, and nayi inkwali lapha, ikhwari le ekuqwalwa amatshe kuyona. So yonke le nto ilomzekelo ubathathe wazobabeka la uqeda ubatshela uthini ukuthi upon this rock I will build my church, uthi phezu kwale dwala ngizolakha ibandla lami. Ipoint ebesizama ukuliveza nje ukuthi bekuqwalwa amatshe, khishwa amatshe, kusuke kuzokwakhiwa ithempeli laNkulunkulu. And njengamanje ithempeli lakhiwayo, it's a spiritual temple, ithempeli lakamoya leli lama-disciples, njengoba ekhuluma noPeter ukuthi ngizolakha leli dwala ngenxa yalobufakazi uPeter abunikayo njengamanje embulelwe uMoya oNgcwele. So sithi yonke lento imayelana nokwakhiwa kwethempeli laNkulunkulu, ilonto ebesize kuyona njengamanje. So phinde siyithinte indaba seCaesarea, lesi story esiza kusona. So now, so into efuna ukuyenza njengamanje, into esiyitholayo ezweni likaNkulunkulu or ethempelini laNkulunkulu, siyazi ukuthi kukhona abantu abasebenzayo ethempelini likaNkulunkulu, right? You have priest, you have Levites. Ethempelini laNkulunkulu kunabapriest, kunama-Levites. Siyayazi i-order ka-Aaron njengoba bakhethiwe bephuma e-Egypt. But kodwa sifuna ukuveza njengamanje ukuthi khona igroup yesithathu ekutholakalayo lapha ethempelini laNkulunkulu. Not just abapriest, not just aba-Levites, but khona igroup yesithathu. So sizoya ku-Ezra chapter 8 ukuze si-establishe lento. Ngoya ku-Ezra chapter 8 izovela lento, because khumbula ke uma ukhuluma ngo-Ezra sikhuluma ngo-Israel bephuma ekuthunjweni ngesikhathi bekade bethunjiwe eBabylon, right? So sebephumile ke manje ngesandla sikaCyrus. Kwenziwani after that? Kwabuilt ithempeli. Sithi yonke lento ingethempeli, angithi sifuna uunderstand ithempeli laNkulunkulu. So kwabuilt ithempeli elaphela ngedecree yesibili kaDarius. Then i-decree yesithathu, Ezra chapter 7 verse 13, khulunywa ngedecree or umyalelo ukuthi mabaphume bayokwakha iJerusalem nezidala design. So siyazi kuzoze kufanele kufike uNehemiah kuzokwakhiwa izindonga. But uma uya lapha chapter 8, ngoba uEzra unikiwe umthetho or i-decree, umthetho ukuthi makayoqala iservice ye-sanctuary, because uyamazi uEzra uyi-scribe, but uEzra uyi-priest futhi. Angithi uEzra uye lo ozoqalisa umsebenzi ukuthi ithempeli malisebenze, malifunction. So uzoqoqa abantu ke manje abazosebenza ethempelini. But now nansi into yenzeka, Ezra chapter 8 verse 15, and I gathered them together to the river that runneth to Ahava, and there abode we in tents 3 days, and I viewed the people and the priests, and found there none of the sons of Levi. So Ezra, njoba kumbula baphume eBabylon beza eJerusalem bazohlala manje, njengoba nalapho umsebenzi ubukhumbula kahle ubungelula. Abantu bafuna ukuphuma eBabylon, abantu sebe comfortable, sebehleli kahle eBabylon. So baphume kanzima abantu alolo hlobo. So methu uyababala manje, uyababheka, engathi ubona abapriest kuphela, ama-Levites akawaboni, right? Then ke uzobe seyathumela ukuthi ke verse 16, then sent I for Eleazar, for Ariel, for Shemaiah, and for Elnathan, and for Jarib, and for Elnathanan, and for Nathan, and for Zechariah, and for Meshullam, chief man, also for Jerairip, and for Elnathan, man of understanding. And I sent them with commandment unto Iddo, the chief at the place Casiphia, and I told them what they should say unto Iddo and to his brethren, the Nethinims, and at the place Casiphia, that they should bring unto us ministers for the house of our God. Naba abantu babizwa ngamagama ukuthi ake nihambeni madoda niye kuleyo ndawo ke kuthiwa eCasifia niyofuna abantu kushoda abantu la ukuthi ithempeli liqale lisebenze. Nize nitshele nama-Nethinims into evelayo la ngoba kuyacaca nawo weka abapristi kuphela bakhona, siyabona. So ke manje sithi-ke ila kuzovela le group yesithathu kuthiwa ama-Levites awekho, manje sekukhona nama-Nethinims, kuthiwa ama-Nethinims nawo wekho. Ama-Nethinims obani-ke yilaba bezizwe abangesiwo abantu bakwa-Israel kodwa basebenzayo ethempelini, right? So verse 20-ke kuthiwa-ke la also of the Nethinims, naba abantu baqoqiwe-ke manje bayatholakala abantu-ke manje. Verse 18, and by the good hand of our God upon us, they brought us a man of understanding of the sons of Mali, the son of Levi, the son of Israel, and Sherebiah with his sons and his brethren. 18, naba abantu batholakala-ke ama-Levites manje azosebenza ithempeli leNkulunkulu. 20, also of the Nethinims, whom David and the princes had appointed for the service of the Levites, 220 Nethinims. All of them were expressed by name. Ama-Levites atholakele, right? Nama-Nethinims atholakele ngokwamagama abo abazoqalisa lo msebenzi basebenza ethempelini. Into ebesizoyenza la sifuna ukuzoveza ukuthi ama-groups ayi-3 ethempelini laNkulunkulu liyaqala ithempeli manje: priest, Levites, and the Nethinims. Right? So sithi-ke nawa lama group ama-Nethinims obani kuthiwa kubona bakwa-Israel labantu uzobakhumbula ukuthi bangena kanjani ethempelini laNkulunkulu bengebona abantu bakwa-Israel, because kuthiwa uma ufunde kahle bazoseva ama-Levites into abayingenele ethempelini laNkulunkulu, right? But uJoshua chapter 9 uyena ozosikhulula kulento ukuze si-understand ukuthi babefike kanjani kwasekuqaleni. Uzosikhumbula isitori sama-Gibeonites, so ukuthi ngesikhathi u-Israel ephuma e-Egypt sefikile eCanaan bazishaya-ke izizwe lezi abazishayayo, iJericho seyishayiwe naleli dolobha ekuthiwa yi-Ai seyishayiwe. So kuyacaca ukuthi lesi sizwe sifikile siyinkinga. Ukuze ube safe-ke manje fanele ucabange kahle and fanele usebenze ngokuhlakanipha, because abantu base-Gibeon, the Gibeonites, basebenzisa ukuhlakanipha ukuthi kunokuthi sibalinde beze bafike bazosishaya, ngcono senze njani? Avele sakhe iplan, vele sibahlangabeze. Nabo-ke uyabakhumbula-ke istory-ke bazoqamba amanga bathi baphume ezweni elikude, bagqoke izicathulo ezibolile, bagqoke izingubo ezibolile, baphethe izikhwama ezibolile, baphethe iwayini elibolile, izinkwa ezibolile. Yabo, so baclaim ukuthi siphuma le kude, sihambe zagugelwa izicathulo, sagugelwa izingubo, sihambe endleleni size kunina ngoba sizwile kuthiwa niyeza uNkulunkulu wenu strong, sizokwakha ubuhlobo nani. We are here to make a league and we are your servants. Uyasikhumbula le story, Joshua chapter 9. Kwathiwa madoda ngempela nabo nina nisuka kude, bathi siyakutshela ukuthi bheka size zabola iy'ngubo sizigqokile, sisuka kude. Yasazi story, yakhiwa i-league, yakhiwa i-covenant, okay? Verse 15, Joshua chapter 9. And Joshua made peace with them and made a league with them to let them live. And the princes of the congregation swear unto them. Kwafungwa nguNkulunkulu ukuthi hayi ke nizophila sizonyeka. Right? But kwaphela 3 days kwatholakala ukuthi laba bantu laba ave besuka le kude labantu abala eduze labantu. Uyabona? Eyaqala into kwathiwa hayibo kanini yasikhohlisa. And manje abantu kuthiwa mababulawe but manje abapriest basho ukuthi manje inkinga sisuke safunga nguNkulunkulu, otherwise ngabe vele bayabulawa manje. Angithi sikhumbula istory. So kwathiwa nesidukisa ke yabona, ake kwathola ukuthi basidukisile. Verse 27, and Joshua made them that day hewers of wood and drawers of water for the congregation and for the altar of the Lord, even unto this day, in the place which he should choose. So kwathiwa ngoba ngasikwazi ukunibulala nisidukisile ke, anyway kusukela namhlanje nizosebenza nina la ethempelini, inini enizoqoqa izinkuni, inini enizosikhelela amanzi. Kusukela lelo langa bagraftwa in kwithempeli laNkulunkulu. Siyayibona leyana. So sithi ke yibo laba bantu ke abatholakala ke beseve ethempelini isikhathi ke sesidlulile njengoba sebebizwa ngama-Nethinims. Sizoveza ke i3 lama groups lesize kuyona ke la size kuleyanto yokuthi soke manje uNkulunkulu medila nathi ethempelini lakhe, deala nethempeli lakhe. Lama groups lawa i3 ayofanele ahlale khona. Kufanele sihlele siwabona ke lama groups ngoba ke kukhulunywa ngokwakhiwa kwethempeli laNkulunkulu la, right? So sithi ke sesivezile ke leyonto ukuthi i3 ama groups ethempelini laNkulunkulu, right? So sithi ke nanke ake uline esinabo la kule movement by 5, right? Uline oqala lower line omkhulu sithi big line omkhulu, because udila nehistory yethu kusukela eqaleni kwi-time of the end la qala khona iline, isikhathi sokuphela kubumnyama sekungena ukukhanya manje. Angithi yabo mengabe usekuthunjweni uyakhululwa manje suke eqaleni kuze kuyobuya uKristu, second coming, right? So sithi ke wolo line omkhulu, but siphinde sifundiswe ukuthi ke njengoba wazi ukuthi ke establishile manje ukuthi umthetho wakhona ama groups mathathu ethempelini laNkulunkulu, because lo line njengoba sithi ukhuluma ngeagriculture noma ukhuluma ngokutshala isitshalo sikhula, right, nokuvunwa kwaso isitshalo, but sithe ukhuluma ngokwakha ithempeli likaNkulunkulu futhi. So sithi ke nayo ke lento ke manje ukuthi sibonile ukuthi ke i3 ama groups ethempelini laNkulunkulu. So uNkulunkulu ke mekunjalo fanele sikwazi ukubona ke labo line ke babe u3 ke inside this line, phakathi kulo line omkhulu, right? Fanele kube khona oline abathathu. Oqala uline wabapriest njengoba sesishilo, right? Sitheke ukhumbuleke sidila noline kaKristu noline wethu 144,000. So babili labo line esidila nabo la, sicacise kahle lento. So babili labo line esidila nabo ngendlela leyo efanayo o ngesikhathi esodwa sizama ukushaya inyoni embili ngelitshe elilodwa, right? So sithe ubumnyama lapha ngemuva, right? Nansi ya darkness. So lo line ongaphezulu ulayini kaKristu asithi i-line of Christ, asiyibize kanjalo. Lo line ongezansi uline we-144,000 uline wethu. Angithi usakhumbula ukuthi sithe ama-histories ame kanje umthetho wawo. You have alpha history, you have omega history, you have alpha history, you have omega history. I-history yokuqala kwa-Israel, angithi leya history kaMoses, right? Bephume Egypt, la qala khona u-Israel lapha, ancient Israel, Israel lo wakuqala. Iphela leya history kuleya history kaKristu. So right, ila iphela khona omega history leya history kaKristu la sekuphela ngo-Israel lo wakuqala. Sakhuluma ngomila, history yokuqala leya yama-Adventist, la iqala khona Adventist history yama-Adventist. Then 144,000 la iphela khona history yama-Adventist. Sabe sithi sifuna ukudila naleya history, ngithi yabo leya yokugcina. So leya history siparalela noma siqhathanisa naleya history yokugcina ngoba senza lama parables. So iyo lento ibonayo kulowa line ophezulu, right? So history kaKristu siparalela ne-144,000. So sisho njalo sithi ke fanele kule group sithole lama group kulo line omkhulu we-144,000 sithole lama groups ayi-3 phakathi, yabona? So nangiya ku-4 BC, nangiya u-1989, yesibili nangiya u-27, nangiya 2001, siyabona, right? Sibona ukuthi yabonakala disibhalayo, right? Then still on the history abapristi, i-waymark yesithathu, first temple cleansing, i-history kaKristu. Sizobuye sizi-establishe lezi zinto njengamanje, sizozinikeza nje as waymarks, njengama-waymarks. We are not proving them. Asizama ukuzithola ukuthi sizithole kanjani, sizozinikeza nje. Tempeli, ukuhlanzwa kwethempeli likaKristu, ithempeli lokuqala ngesikhathi uKristu efika, abapristi beshaya trade, bedayisa, benza ithempeli likaNkulunkulu imume wabaphangi. So le history yethu yabapristi u-2014, i-waymark yesithathu. I-waymark yesine lapha ya isiphambano, cross, ngesikhathi uKristu bembeka esiphambanweni kuthina u-2019, angithi uyabona. Then bese egcineni kuba i-Pentecost, right? And then thina bese sikhuluma ngo-2021. So history yokuqala ke le kulo line, right? So bese ke sibheke isibili history. Ngoba remember sikhuluma abapriest, kusho ukuthi sikhuluma ngama-disciples kwi-history kaKristu, angithi uyabona. So ama-disciples, abapriest labo, noma igroup yokuqala kahle kahle, group yokuqala abapriest bona bafika kuqala, and then laba abalandelayo ke ama-Levites, and then bese kuba ama-Nathaniels, uyabona. So sidila nama-Levites manje la, history yama-Levites. I-group yesibili le, second group, so ibiza kanjalo, kwi-history kaKristu. Because if ukhumbula kahle i-history kaKristu inalama groups nayo ayi-3. Because i-group yokuqala uyayazi ilabapostoli abayi-12. ukuthi uKristu wabiza abapostoli bakhe first, angithi uyabona, and so wasefundisa bona, and then wafa wavuka waphinda ezulwini. Baqede banikeza umyalo bona ukuthi njengoba ephinde uKristu ehamba manje mabaqale bashumayele endlini yakwa-Israel first ngaphambi kokuba baphume baye ezizweni. So uzoyazi le nto, even uKristu vele eshumayela njengoba befikile, beshumayela kumaSamariya, wake washumayela, right, bebasiza nabantu abezizwe, right, but ifocus yakhe beyifocuse kwa-Israel kodwa, because ukhumbula methi kulowa mama, hayi asikwazi ukuthi singanika abantu izinja isinkwa sabantwana. Uthini mama wathi hayi nezinja ziyayidla imvuthuluka ewa etafuleni labantwana lo master babo, angithi uyabona. So sithi leya nto leya ebeyiveza leya nto esishoyo ukuthi uKristu umthetho wakhe ministry yakhe beyifocuse kwa-Israel, but kodwa ke siyazi ukuthi later izophuma iye kwabezizwe, angithi uyabona, because phela into ebeyidala lokho beyihamba leya nto ngalesa siprofetho. Uma usikhumbula futhi ukuthi khona lesa siprofetho ekuthiwa esitile naso ekuthiwa 2300 days, uyabona. So 2300 days siyayazi ukuthi uDaniel chapter 8 lo, and siyazi ukuthi ihlukene kanjani noma siyibheke la iqala khona, iqala ngo-457 BC leya history, and then besiyophela ngo-1844, right. But nofika uDaniel chapter 9, because uDaniel usathuswe ihistory engaka. Khumbula uDaniel ukulabo bantu abathandazayo ukuthi inkosi njengoba sithunjiwe for 70 years eBabylon, kanti siphuma nini, angithi uyabo. So manje ufocus kuleyo nto uDaniel, then bese ezonikezwa lesi prophet 2300 days, usuku unyaka. Uyayazi lo nto uDaniel. Ezra, Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 6 no Numbers chapter 14 verse 34, usuku unyaka. So uyayazi le nto 2300 days, 2300 years lo. Can you imagine? Uyathandaza ukuthi inkosi phela sowuphelile u70 years manje according to the books, ngokwamabhuku kaJeremiah, kusho njalo chapter 9. So bese i-answer ngesikhathi ithandaza Daniel chapter 8 iphume ethi 2300 days. Yiyo le nto ezomthusa ukuthi hayibo kusazophela isikhathi esingaka la, sophuma nini? Uyazibona leza zinto. Kwabuya ingilosi-ke Daniel chapter 9 yazoyi-breaker down le prophecy ukuthi hayi ungawarisheki ngayo yonke le nto, wena nabantu bakini ninikwe 70 weeks. So nina Daniel focusani ku-70 weeks, yabona. So siyamazi-ke 70 weeks 490 days or 490 years. The prophet sekuthatha kubeke ku-34 AD, 490 years from 457 BC kuthatha kubeka ku-34 AD, angithi siyabona. Now angithi sithi uKristu ubaptiziwe ngo-27 AD, lento esikhuluma ngayo la, uKristu ubaptiziwe ngo-27 AD. So wasebenza umsebenzi wakhe for how long? For 7 years, right? Leliya viki lokugcina kuleya history of 490 years. So uKristu methi focusani ezimvwini zakwa-Israel first ezilahlekile. Ushiswa yini? Ushiswa ukuthi because uyazi ukuthi iprobation yabo iyaphela ngo-34 AD, noma umusa kaNkulunkulu uyaphela ngo-34 AD. Isiprofetho siyaphela 70 weeks, siyaphela ngo-34 AD. And abantu efanele babuyisane noNkulunkulu very quick ngokushesha u-Israel. So this is why imission yakhe ifocuse kwa-Israel ukuthi phuthumani laba bantu. Vele igospel iyaya kwabezizwe because i-judgment iqala in the church, and then besiya kuma Gentiles siyayazi lonto judgment kaNkulunkulu iqala endlini kaNkulunkulu kaPeter bese iya kuma kwabezizwe. So uKristu ubuka leyo nto ke manje ukuthi maqalwe ngalabo bantu. So sithi ke into besiyiveza siveza nje ukuthi le group yesibili ikhona siyayazi and siyabazi nabantu abazosindiswa kuleyo group, abantu abafana noStephen, uyabona, abantu abafana nama-7 deacons lapha nebhukwini lezenzo ukuthi laba bantu abasegroupini yesibili lapho. So sithi le line ke iqala 27 2001 lo angithi, so into eyodwa le yayibona. So this is the same into eyodwa le 2001 first temple cleansing cross into eyodwa le, right? But ngoba siqale 2001 isaqhubeka ngapha, uyabona. So bese ke isosibeka ke manje ku 34 AD kuleya history engaphezulu, then kule history yethu isisa Sunday law angithi, right? Nayo leyanto 34 AD Sunday law ku history yethu ngoba yonke leyanto ikuleya history ngaphezulu. So then sithi ke manje nansi esithathu ihistory iqala history yama Netherlands, right? Sithe ama-Gentiles lawa ngithi abezizwe igroup yesithathu le, uyabo. So adila nayo uNkulunkulu. So sithi iqale ngo first temple cleansing nje basibona kuleya history kaKristu, history yethu 24, and then kanjalo and siyabona 2019 thina isiphambano lesi crossing Pentecost la ngithi yabo, because ama-waymarks afanayo lawo 34 AD la, right? So then bese ke sithole bani lapha ya, sithole u-70 AD angithi silapha manje from 34 simuva siya ku-70 asinama details lapha ya. So sithi ke bese ke kuba leliya point esilibiza ukuthi i-close of probation leliya angithi yabo. So 1 2 3 4 5, so sithi kafushane nje nanka lama histories i3 lama history alaba bantu alama groups i3 atholakala phakathi kwalo line omkhulu. Truth lo line omkhulu uNkulunkulu lapha udila nabantu abayi3, ama groups ayi3 nje basithe bayi3 ama groups ethempelini laNkulunkulu ngoba kwakhiwa ithempeli la. So ke sithi ke online esinabo ke it's 1 2 3 4, yabona. So but it's table 5, so sifuna ukudila ke naloka number 5 uline njengamanje uloke manje uzosithatha ke usise ku Acts chapter 27, right? So sizoya ku Acts chapter 27 ke manje uku-establisha leyo nto. Okay, so qhubeka nesifundo sethu Acts 27, so ngena ke kuye manje. Acts 27 ke ukhuluma ngejeni kaPaul. uPaul la finally igcineni baze bambamba waboshwa, and so ke manje bafuna ke vele amaJuda afuna ukumbulala, but ukwazile uPaul ukwenza ngendlela yakhe ukuthi icala lakhe mali yoqulwa eRome. so ukuze athole i-trial, a fair trial, yabona. So sikhuluma ngohambo lwakhe ke manje lokuya eRome. So mesiqala lapha ku-Acts 27 verse 1 kufundeka kanje. And when it was determined that we should sail into Italy, they delivered Paul and certain other prisoners unto one named Julius, a centurion, Augustus' band. And entering into a ship of Adramyttium, we launched, meaning to sail by the coast of Asia, one Aristarchus, a Macedonian of Thessalonica, being with us. So, bazongenisa emkhumbini ke manje igama lalo mkhumbi ke kuthiwa i-Adramyttium, right? Adramyttium. Umkhumbi wase-Adramyttium. Adramyttium usho ukuthini? I shall abide in death. I shall abide in death kusho ukuthi ngizohlala ngisekufeni or ngizohlala ekufeni. Adramyttium. So mengabe uzohlala ekufeni kusho ukuthi ubuvele ufile ngithi, but uyaqhubeka manje ufuna ukuhlala ekufeni, angithi uyabona. So sithi ke uPaul useCaesarea, right? SeCaesarea la khona uPaul njengamanje, andike bazokuthatha lo mkhumbi wase-Adramyttium, right? So enye into esizwayo ke la, nenye into esoyithola, okay, bese sakhuluma ngoCaesarea. Caesarea sithe kukhona le ndaba ekhona lapha eCaesarea mesifunda uMatthew chapter 16 verse 13 kuya ku-19. Khona le ndaba ekhona lapha ya, and uqwalwa manje lapha kuneqhwari because khona isithi lapha eyakhiwayo ngithi sishini. So leya sithi ke yakhiwa uPhilip. uPhilip enye yezingane zikaHerod. uHerod lo wayebulala abantwana. Then unabantwana abayi-3 lapha abazohlukaniselana ngekingdom. uPhilip omunye wabo, yabona. And so uPhilip itazoyenza uzobuilda leya city igama layo ezoyibiza ngokuthi Caesarea Philippi. And so lapha eCaesarea khona leya ntaba abaqwala kuyona amatshe athathwa kuleya ntaba ilawo kuzokwakhiwa ngawo leya city, right? So sitheke ikhona la uJesu ambizela khona, abafundi ababizela khona ebabuza ukuthi abantu bathi ngubani. Wathi uPeter, hayi wena uyindodana kaNkulunkulu. Wathi kuleli dwala ngizobuilda ibandla lakho, ibandla lami, and isihogo namagate esihogo angeke aze anqobe, right? So Caesarea idume ngani? Kuqwalwa amatshe, yabona, njengoba ubona kukhathwa amatshe. Igama elithi Caesarea lichaza ukuthini? ngoGaius lithi legama severed or cut out, right? So cut out. So abantu besifazane bazolilazi kahle legama. Umuntu ezozala umntwana kukhona i-option yokuthi usikwe, angithi uyabona. Igama laleya option kuthiwa i-Caesarean delivery, uyabona, because we cut out, keeping on cut out. So njengoba usuku cut itshe entabeni ulikhiphe uyokwenzani, uyokwakha ithempeli ngalo. So Daniel chapter 2 lo ebesimdiscussa le principle ithathwa lapha. So eCaesarea ke dume ngaleyo nto yokuthi kukhona izinkwari lapha kukhathwa lamatshe. So sithi ikuphi la since application u1989 lo 1989 siyazi ibandla likaNkulunkulu likhona, Mainstream Church, Seventh-day Adventist Church, uNkulunkulu uzobe cut out, aqwale laba bantu, akhiphe laba bantu. Le movement ke lesikhuluma ngayo eyahlukaniswa ne-Seventh-day Adventist Church ngo-1989, right? So yiso lesi story ke esisibona la njengamanje, right? So sithi ke uPaul useCaesarea, njengoba useCaesarea masibuyela ku Acts chapter 24 sizozwa la uFelix. Ake siye ku Acts chapter 24 verse 24 no 25. And after certain days, Felix came with his wife Drusilla, which was a Jewess. He sent for Paul and heard him concerning the faith in Christ. And as he reasoned of righteousness, temperance, judgment to come, Felix trembled and answered, Go thy way, for this time, when I have a convenient season, I will call for thee. So, now uFelix ubani? Ugovernor uFelix yaseRome. Uhlelile sasihlalo sikaPilato yasibona esifana nesaPilato. Pilato igovernor. Angithi ama-Jews angaphansi kwamaRome. So igovernor yona ebekiwe. So Felix uzozwa ukuthi kukhona isiboshwa esifikile la nikuthiwa uPaul siyeRome. Abesethi ake nisibize ngizosimamela ngalento esiyikhulumayo njengoba sikhuluma ngoKristu. Yabona? So siyamazi ke nampela uzoyizwa le message kaPaul, but uzothini? Uzoyi-reject, right? So siselapho kuFelix. Uyakhumbula sithe sinoline abawu-5. Lo line omkhulu we-144,000 no line abawu-3 ama-priests, ama-Levites nama-Nethinims. Then sathi sinoline ka number 5. So lo line esidila nawo ke manje ulo line ka number 5 lo odila nani nama-institutions. So izocaca nje basikhuluma ukuthi sichaza ukuthini. But kodwa njengamanje uFelix urepresent the-United States of America, yilo nto sizoyiveza ngithi yabona. So urepresent the-United States of America. So uPaul unikeza imessage njengamanje, and unikeza imessage i-United States of America. I-United States of America lesidila namanje izo-reject imessage, siyayibona. So sithi ke i-institution yokuqala i-United States of America, enye institution esodila nayo i-Seventh-day Adventist, angithi uyabona. So SDA Church lesidila nayo i-institution nale. So masikhuluma institution ke sikhuluma nge-structure, angithi uyabona, i-organization yonke, right? So le message ke izodila ne-structure ke manje, izodila ne-institution njengoba sisho. Right? So sithi ke nangu Felix reject message, and uyizwa kahle le message. Ake sizwe verse 5 verse 25. He reasoned, and as he reasoned of righteousness, temperance, and judgment to come, Felix trembled. So kuthiwa mexoxa na Felix emtshela ngale izinto ezo-3 esizibalayo, kwalokhu kulunga, ngalokhu uzithiba, nangalokhu ahlulelwa, wesaba uFelix. So le message iqhamuka in 3 steps, angithi uyabona. So and le message iletha ukwesaba moyizwe. Eyiphi message esijwayele esikhumbulayo? Eyiphi le message? Ake siye ku Revelation 14. So mawufika ku Revelation 14, nansi le message, verse 7, saying to the loud voice, Fear God, give him glory, for the hour of his judgment is come. Nale message nama steps ayi-3 ngaphakathi. Sithi first angel's message le message ethi fear God, give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. Mesaba uNkulunkulu, mnika udumo, ngoba isikhathi sokwahlulelwa sesifikile. So sithi le message ayinikwayo la uFelix i-Messengers message le, yabona, and uyayirejecta. Yiyo le message eza nokusaba, fear eletha ukusaba, ngithi uyabo. So sithi ke ake sizwe le message ukuthi utheni mayifika uFelix. Ake sifunde le ncwadi, Acts of the Apostles, page 425, paragraph 3. But Felix had never before listened to the truth, and as the Spirit of God sent conviction to his soul, he became deeply agitated. Conscience now aroused made her voice heard, and Felix felt that Paul's word were true. Felix uyaqala ngakuzwa igospel, uthe meyizwa le message wisaba. Zange watshelwa ngegospel uFelix. Memory went back over the guilty past. With terrible distinctness, there came up before him the secret of his early life of profligacy and bloodshed, and the black record of his later years. Utheme izwa le message wacabanga ke manje izono zakhe. Utale bulala abantu Felix ukuthi hayibo. Kanti yonke lento uNkulunkulu ibhekile. Phela babulala abantu laba bantu bengazi ukuthi bezitshela ukuthi ayibona vele they will get away with this. Akho umuntu ozobaqulisa lezi. Bese iyaqhubeka kuthiwe, never before had the truth been thus brought home into his heart. Never before had his soul been so filled with terror. Zange wasaba kanje, zange walizwa iqiniso kanje uFelix. The thought that all the secrets of his career of crime were open before the eye of God, and that he must be judged according to his deeds, caused him to tremble with dread. Yabona ke le ukuthi kanti sisaye esihlalweni sobukhosi lezi indaba zisazophinde zibuye futhi siphinde siqula amacala. Yona ke lento emenza shake, and uyabona ukuthi iqiniso le. A ray of light, sifunda ke page 427, paragraph 2 manje, Acts of the Apostles. A ray of light from heaven had been permitted to shine upon Felix when Paul reasoned with him concerning righteousness, temperance, and judgment to come. That was his heaven-sent opportunity to see and to forsake his sins. Memnikeza imessage uPaul. Kuthiwa imessage evela ezulwini le ebekufanele yamkelile, yabona, ukuze asindiswe. But he said to the messenger of God, go thy way. Ayihamba Paul, ubuye mase ngiright yabo zokubiza. He had slighted his last offer of mercy. Never was he to receive another call from God. Ake kuthiwa kwasekokugcina phinda ngwabizwa uFelix, aphinda ngawayizwa igospel. We rejected kanjalo. So sithini ke la sithi uFelix uconfrontwa ile message and we rejected njengamanje. Sikhuluma United States njengamanje. They are rejected before God. And it's tell Felix unonkosikazi uDrusilla, yabona. So uzwile ke uDrusilla kuthiwa she's a Jewess, yabona. And njengoba eJew ke uzozwa ukuthi uyayazi ke indaba yendoda yaseCalvary, yabo. Because umJuda lezi zinto uyazazi, yabona. So and uDrusilla ushade noFelix, and le relationship lesizozwa ukuthi ayike emthethweni because uDrusilla kade nendoda, and then wafanele ahlukane naleyo ndoda le azoshada uFelix, and uFelix ophusha le agenda ukuthi makahlukane nendoda yakhe uDrusilla. Drusilla ke kuthiwa wayemuhle, and uzozwa futhi ukuthi umuntu ophusha leyo agenda ongemuva uloya false prophet liyan ekuthiwa Simon Magus ku Acts chapter 8. Lo muntu owathi nawe uyabaptizwa, emkhumbula ethi naye ebaptizwa naye mebona abantu bebaptize, because ubona wonke umuntu abantu bashisa izincwadi ze-magic, abantu baphenduka naye uthi hayi nami ngiyabaptizwa. Mase suka uthini Peter uthi hayi manje lalela nginayo imali Peter, right? Ngicela ukuthi ngidayisele lento nami ngikwazi ukuthi mengibeka izandla abantu nabo bangenwe lo moya. Uyakhumbula istory wami rebuke uPeter. So ever since ke a rebuke uPeter ngalolo hlobo wayizonda ke movement and akafune lutho ke ehlangene nalabo apostoli manje and wenze sure ke ukuthi la khona uzosimoshela izinto. So uye lo mprofeti wamanga, uye lo esebenzisa imagic deceive uDrusilla, uyabo, ukuthi uDrusilla ashade noFelix. Uyayibona le nto? So sifuna ukuthini la? uDrusilla kulesi story into azoyithola uDrusilla lo, right? And uDrusilla into esoyisho manje urepresent iPope vele, ipapacy leli. Yabona? So uDrusilla urepresent ipapacy njengamanje la. Ipapacy le because uDrusilla umuntu wesifazane and umuntu wesifazane ibandla ngithi yabo. And lo mshado lo abanawo awukho emthethweni ngoba ushadile uDrusilla. So sithi ipapacy le in a relationship in the United States of America yabona nini ngo-1989 angithi mesikhuluma ngeDaniel chapter 11 verse 40 uyasazi story Daniel chapter 11 verse 40 b le esaswombe sesibili ukuthi iPope izohlangana ne-United States ukuthi iwise i-USSR iRussia inkosi yase-South inkosi yase-Ningizimu angithi uyabona. So USSR siyayazi ngo-1989 yawa iwiswa iPope ihlangana ne-United States of America. But sithi uDrusilla ukuze abe ne-relationship noFelix ingenxa yalo mprofeti wamanga esikhuluma ngayo uSimon Magus. So umprofeti wamanga ubani? Sikhuluma ngama-Protestants manje angithi. So this Protestantism angithi uyabona le Protestantism le. So uzoyilandela le nto ukuthi ama-Protestants ke lawa aphusha le agenda ukuthi iPope igcine ihlangane ne-United States of America. Ama-Protestants lawa aphusha lo agenda yangithi uyabona because uReagan silandele istory uRonald Reagan uyesu okhuluma ngaye la owayepresident yase-America. Ama-Protestants lawa ambeke ethronini angithi uyabo and afuna ukumlawula afuna ukumcontrola so and so forth. So besiveza leyo nto ke into eyenzeka ngo-1989 leyo Felix uDrusilla nalo mprofeti wamanga. But ake sifunde iquote ukuqinisekisa lezi zinto. So now quotation LP 235 no 236 siqale ngale besiwafunda eqaleni for bekubani lapha okay 425.3 no 427.2 and then manje sifunda this life LP life of Paul ubani lo 235-36 right. All right. Okay, so I guess it's ukuthi kuthiwani la ngalezi ndaba besikhuluma ngazo. An example of the unbridled licentiousness that stained his character is seen in his alliance with Drusilla. Sikhuluma Felix ke le alliance yakhe noDrusilla which was consummated about this time through the deceptive arts of Simon Magus, a Cyprian sorcerer. Felix had induced this princess to leave her husband and to become his wife. Drusilla was young and beautiful, and moreover a Jewess. She was devoted closely attached to her husband, who had made great sacrifice to obtain her hand. There was little indeed to induce her to forego her strongest prejudice and to bring upon herself the abhorrence of her nation. uDrusilla-ke wazenza wamubi izwe lakhe belimzonda ngoba ushade noFelix and abantu abayithandi loo nto, uyabona, and lo mshado kuyaziwa vele awukho emthethweni, uyabona. For her nation, for the sake of forming an idolatrous connection with the cruel and elderly profligate, mdala nalomuntu athandana nayo, uyabona. Yet the satanic devices of the conjurer and the betrayer succeeded. Felix accomplished his purpose. Felix wamthatha-ke uDrusilla ngalolu hlobo esizweni lomprofethi wamanga, right? So ake siphinde sidluleke manje siye kwenye indawo. Sisekhona la sisadila noFelix, right? But esitakushilo njengamanje uFelix sithe uFelix urepresenta i-United States of America, angithi lokho esisakuvezile. So nasi esinye story here. There's going to be a change of leadership, right? Kuzongena uFestus, right? So mekungena uFestus-ke siyazi ukuthi-ke e-America besithe uReagan lo, Ronald Reagan i-president lapha yokuqala e-America, and ngo-1989 iyashintsha-ke leya nto kungena uBush-ke manje, yabona. So kukhona lo liyashintsha kungena uBush, right? So ake sithi ukuzwisisa kahle lezi ndawo. Siku-verse 25, verse 1. Now when Festus was come into the province, after 3 days he ascended from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Then the high priest and the chief of the Jews informed him against Paul and besought him. Festus engena nje esikhundleni, Felix uyaphuma esikhundleni, amaJews aseyamtshela kunoPaul-ke la, yabo, lo muntu lo akafuneki, bese bemfaka umoya njalo. But Festus answered that Paul should be kept at Caesarea and that he himself would depart shortly thither. Okay, njengoba sitshilo ukuthi useCaesarea uPaul, right? And so no Festus-ke uzofuna ukuyisabela lento kaPaul, right? And so ake sizwe-ke lento kaPaul, verse 13, right? Acts 25 verse 13. And after certain days King Agrippa and Bernice came unto Caesarea to salute Festus. Angithi uFestus uyafika phela manje ungena entronini. So uAgrippa uhamba nenkosikazi yakhe uBernice bazosalutha lo mholi omusha. So Agrippa-ke ubani? Agrippa inkosi. Angithi uyakhumbula ukuthi khona amakhosi kwa-Israel, lamakhosi alawulwa ngaphansi kwamaRoma. uHerod lo qala ebulala izingane, angithi kuze kuzofika lesi sizukulwane, sisazozibheka lezi zizukulwane ngoba zu4 kuze kuzofika uAgrippa-ke, Agrippa II wesibili, inkosi le, right? So verse 14, and when they had been there many days, Festus declared Paul's cause unto the king, saying, there is a certain man left in bonds by Felix, about whom when I was in Jerusalem, the chief priests and the elders of the Jews informed me, desiring to have judgment against him. So Felix uyashe kunomuntu-ke la, ngithi ahlele amakhosi axoxa, kunomuntu ethu Paul lana sizingena esihlalweni oshiwe uFelix, yabo, and namaJews asengitshele ethi lo muntu afuneki, kufuneka ijudgment, yabo. Then-ke siyasazi story Agrippa kuzofuna-ke ukuthi ake ngizomuzwa lo muntu-ke okuthiwa uPaul, ake ngimuzwe, angithi uyabona. So uPaul-ke uzolethwa-ke, right? Ake sizwe lesi story siku verse 22 la, right? Then Agrippa said unto Festus, I would also hear the man myself. Tomorrow, said he, thou shalt hear him. Ake umlethe lo Paul sizomuzwa-ke ukuthi kahle kahle uthini. Verse 23, and on the morrow, when Agrippa was come in Bernice, the great pomp, and was entered into the place of hearing, and the chief hayi bangena-ke manje kuzolalela uPaul, and uyabona lezi zinto zamakhosi abantu baziphakamisile la bazicuphile, uyabona. So again, verse 24, Festus said, King Agrippa and all the men, another man which are here present with us, you see him, you see this man after whom all the Jews have dealt with. Nangu lo Paul, right? Nangu lo Paul, right? So nitini, chapter 26, verse 1. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Thou art permitted to speak for thyself. Khuluma Paul. Ake uyazi uzomshaya ngegospel njengamanje Paul. Then Paul stretched forth his hand and answered to himself. Right. I think myself happy, King Agrippa, because I shall answer for myself this day before thee, touching all the things whereof I am accused of the Jews, especially because I know thee to be expert in all customs and questions which are among the Jews. Wherefore I beseech thee to hear me patiently. Uthi Paul Agrippa, ngiyakuthanda kuhle wena Agrippa ke, because wena uyayazi yonke lento, uyi-expert. So Agrippa knows. Uyabona? Yakhumbula uFelix wayeqala nqa ukuzwa igospel. Eqala nqa. But kuthiwa ni-Agrippa, kuthiwa wena uyayazi lento. So sikhuluma ngo-Agrippa njengamanje, umuntu oyaziyo yonke lento. Right? Yiphi enye into ayaziyo u-Agrippa? So kuthiwa wena uyayazi lento. Uyi-expert futhi. Uyabona? So uyasazi-ke istori saPaul. Paul-ke manje uzomnikeza-ke manje igospel. Right? Uzomnika igospel. Ake siye lapha ku verse 22. And when Felix heard these things, verse 22, chapter 26. Kuthiwa la verse 22. Having therefore obtained help of God, I continued unto this day witnessing both to small and great, saying none other things than those which the prophet Moses did say should come. Kuze kube manje kusakhuluma uPaul, ukhuluma phambi kwaFestus no-Agrippa, usakhumbula. Kuze kube manje ayike enye into engiyikhuluma ngaphandle kwaleshiyo abaprofethi noMoses. So le message imayelana nabaprofethi, iprofesi le esikhuluma ngayo njengamanje. So verse 26. For the king knoweth of these things, before whom also I speak freely, for I am persuaded that none of these things are hidden from him. This thing was not done in a corner. King Agrippa, believest thou the prophets? I know thou believe. Uthi uPaul lento engisikhulumayo, Agrippa king uyazazi. Abaprofeti laba esikhuluma ngawo, uyakholwa abaprofeti? Ngiyakwazi vele uyakholelwa abaprofeti wena. Uyabona? So uAgrippa uyazazi lezi zinto, and this prophet uyazazi uAgrippa, ngithi uyabona? So sithini? sifuna ukuthi u-Agrippa representa i-SDA, uyabona. Khumbula sidila nalo-line wama-institutions, sidilile ne-America. uFelix urepresenta i-United States of America, and urepresenta leya government yokuqala noma lowa president uRonald Reagan siku-1989. Olandelayo uBush, ngena uFestus manje angithi khona leya change, luyashintsho lwe-leadership la ku-1989, siyabona. So ilola shintsho esikhuluma ngalo moya ku-Daniel chapter 1, Daniel chapter 2. Khona ushintsho laphaya ngesikhathi kungena ama-Medes and the Persians mesusa leya Babylon, angithi yabo. And then bese kuba khona leya shintsho inkosi yokuqala lapha uDarius the Mede, angithi yabona. And so bese inkosi elandelayo uCyrus, angithi yabona. So nantu lolu shintsho siyibona leyana. So nangapha sisakhuluma ngoFelix and sisesizaria ngithi bese kuba khona lo liyashintsho sekungena uFestus. Ngo-1989 sikhuluma ngoRonald Reagan, and then uzoshintsha kuwo lo nyaka kungene uGeorge W. Bush usenior, siyabona leyana. So ngo-1989 khona lo liyashintsho lo leadership, right? So sithi ke SDA u-Agrippa urepresenta i-Seventh-day Adventist Church ngobani kuthiwa uyayazi yonke lento yena, and futhi uyazazi is prophet, angithi yambona. Seventh-day Adventist Church ngo-1989 iyazazi lezi prophet. U-Ellen White uyaziwa, is prophet uziyaziwa, noma bengeve bezokwazi ama-details zazo or izambulo zazo is prophet njengoba zaziwa ile movement, kodwa i-prophetic message bayayazi ukuthi ikhona. And le message le nansi manje uPaul uyabanikeza manje, ngoba uPaul into ozoyazi ke uPaul njengamanje urepresenta le movement, yabona, leqala ngo-1989 la, because sikhuluma ngomkhumbi la ngithi ozothatha iziboshwa manje uzise eRome, and uPaul omunye walezi ziboshwa. So uPaul uzobanikeza imessage. Le message yaba confront i-Seventh-day Adventist Church ngo-1989 ngengelosi yokuqala uJeff Pippinger, and bayi-rejecta lo message, angithi yaba. So ake sizwe ku-Agrippa ukuthi uthini, ngoba uPaul uthi Agrippa uyazazi lezi zinto, asizwe uzothini. Uthini uAgrippa? Verse 28. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Sigu Acts chapter 26, verse 28. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, almost thou persuaded me to be a Christian. Cishe wangenza umKristu Paul, cishe wangenza umKristu, cishe ngaphenduka. 29. And Paul said, I would to God that not only thou, but also all that hear me this day were both almost and altogether such as I am, except these bonds. Ukuthi I not wena kuphela Felix, I wish you nonke beningaphenduka nonke nifane nami ngaphandle kwala maketanga angibophile. So we reject message uAgrippa lilonke uthi cishe wangiphendula Paul wangenza umKristu, ilonto esizwe yisho la, yabona, right? So Agrippa uyayazi yonke lento, but akazuyamukela ngithi. So ake sizwe nayi quotation la ka-Ellen White. Review and Herald, November 16, 1911, paragraph 11. With clearness and power, Paul outlined before Agrippa the leading events connected with the life of Christ on earth. I push a message or I preach a message to Paul clearly. Phambi Agrippa. Yabona. Ama events ngokulandelana kwawo mayelana nokuphila kwaKristu emhlabeni, he testified that the Messiah of prophecy had already appeared in the person of Jesus of Nazareth. Ukuthi hayi uMessiah usefikile, uye uKristu lo. He showed how the Old Testament scriptures had declared that the Messiah was to appear as a man among men. Ukuthi iziprofethi bezishilo ukuthi uzoqhamuka kanjani, and how in the life of Jesus had been fulfilled every specification outlined by Moses and the prophets. Njengoba Moses eshilo, for the purposes of redeeming a lost world, the divine Son of God had endured the cross, despised the shame, and had ascended to heaven, triumphant over death and the grave. Njengoba sazi indoda yaseCalvary wenzile umsebenzi wayo ukuthi isindise abantu, eqede yahamba futhi yaphinda ezulwini. Uye lo uyimamela yonke lento uAgrippa, and uphendula kwakhe uthini? Ecishe wangenza umKristu Paul, right? So nathi lento ake siyimamele la. Sifunda ke manje LP 255.2. LP 255 paragraph 2. Ake sizwe ukuthi kuthiwani la. Did the mind of Agrippa at these words revert to the past history of his family and their fruitfulness efforts against him whom Paul was preaching? Agrippa ke manje ke uzama ke manje ke ukulanda ke ihistory yefamily yakhe ke manje ke yabona, angithi ulalela imessage manje, nayi message imfacile, and uyacabanga manje ukuthi yabona la yathi kuzoba nzima. Did he think of his great grandfather Herod and the massacre of the innocent children of Bethlehem, of his great uncle Antipas and the murder of John the Baptist, and of his own father Agrippa I, and the martyrdom of the Apostle James? Did he see in the disaster which speedily befell these kings an evidence of the displeasure of God in consequence of their crimes against his servants? Did the pomp of and display of the day remind Agrippa of the times when his own father, a monarch more powerful than he, stood in the same city, attired in glittering robes, while the people shouted that he was a god? So here now Agrippa manje uyayicabanga yonke lento ukuthi phela kwakumkhulu wakhe lowa uHerod, yabona, lo wayeshushisa izingane eBethlehem. Nangu Antipas, uankela wakhe lo wabulala uJohn the Baptist. Nangu baba wakhe Agrippa I, lo wayeqoka ingubo ezicwebezelayo lapha, abantu bethi hey hayi cha uNkulunkulu lo eworshipwa lapha. Lo wastrike, washawa izulu, washawa uNkulunkulu ngaleso sikhathi. Ukuthi ke manje uyena ke manje angithi yabo Agrippa II zikuyena lezi zinto, right? Sibonani la. So nangama generations ayi4, uAgrippa lo okhuluma noPaul njengamanje sekuyisizukulwane esika number 4 lesiya. So sithini? So sithi i-Seventh-day Adventist Church isesizukulwaneni sika number 4 manje. This is the 4th generation, right? And kwenzekani nge-4th generation? Siyayazi le nto, uNkulunkulu uhambela ukubuyise nabantwana esizukulwaneni sesine nesesihlanu, I mean nesesithathu nesesine, angithi Exodus 20 lo siyamazi, angithi Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me. Uthi uNkulunkulu uhambela ububi boyise kubantwana esizukulwaneni sesithathu nesesine. Angithi uyayibona leyana. So isizukulwane sesine lesi uNkulunkulu kuyilazo ukuvizitha khona ke manje, because seyiphelile ke manje i-probation, umusa uphelile njengamanje. Angithi uyabona. So moya lapha ya Genesis chapter 12, right? Chapter 15, Genesis chapter 15, siqale lapha ya ku verse 13. It's prophet Abraham lesi siyasazi. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Kumbulu Israel kuthiwa uzoya ekuthunjweni 400 years ngesikhathi bezothunjwa e-Egypt. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Vele nalelo zwe elizobe libashushisa i-Egypt ngizolijaji, and mebephuma bazophuma nempahla eningi. Uyabakhumbula ngithi? And then verse 17, verse 16, right? But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. Into esize kuyona isizukulwaneni sesine, kusho ukuthi ama-Amorites, ama-Canaanite, njengobona uNkulunkulu esewanikele esandleni sakwa-Israyeli, ama-Canaanites asesizukulwaneni sesine. Mase kufika esizukulwaneni sesine, inkomishi igcwele, yonke inkohlakalo isigcwele, and uNkulunkulu siyasichitha leso sizwe njengamanje. Siyabona? Usebeke esinye isizwe njengamanje, njengoba ezofaka ama-Israelites esizweni sama-Canaanites. So sithini sithi i-Seventh-day Adventist Church ngo-1989 seyisesizukulwaneni sika-4, because isithe Agrippa urepresenta i-Seventh-day Adventist Church. Uyakhumbula? Nazi izizukulwane ziwu-4. U-Agrippa unikezwe imessage ngo-1989 eCaesarea uPaul, and le message ayinikwayo manje imenza acabanga umkhulu wakhe lo wayebulala iy'ngane, ukuthi umkhulu njengoba wabulala iy'ngane eBethlehem, lo u-Antipas njengoba wabulala uJohn the Baptist, Agrippa ubaba wami wabulala uJames, right? So imina manje lo, and uthini esikhundleni sokuthi amukele imessage uya-reject. Siyabona? So sithi ke yonke le nto yenzeka la eCaesarea ngo-1989, Seventh-day Adventist Church i-rejectile imessage. I-leadership ye-Seventh-day Adventist Church yanikwa imessage uJeff Pippinger about Daniel 11 verse 40 to 45. That was the message. Message eyayikhona ngalelo langa, Daniel 11 verse 40 to 45. I-message ezochaza u-1989 kuya phambili. Seventh-day Adventist Church yayi-rejecta lo message, right? So sithi yonke lento nayo yenzeka njengamanje. So sithi sizoyibamba la. In closing, sisadila noCaesarea. Sithi uPaul useCaesarea, and usuke eCaesarea uya eRome. Umkhumbi bazogibela igama lawo kuthiwa i-Adramyttium, according to Acts 27 verse 2. Adramyttium usho ukuthini? I shall abide in death. So umuntu lo noma ithi lento ngizohlala ngisekufeni, ngizohlala ekufeni. Uyabona? So sithi ke manje lo line wama-institutions. Sithi ke ama-institutions sikhuluma ngawo, sikhuluma nge-Seventh-day Adventist Church, sikhuluma nge-United States of America. right? So sithi ke sibonile United States of America, Felix reject message. So utheni Paul? Paul ake uhambe zobuye ngikubiza ngithi uFelix represent United States of America sithi ngo 1989 United States of America I rejecta the message, i-message eyinikiwe la, because khumbula United States ukuthi iyasetshenziswa beyikade isetshenziswa uNkulunkulu ukufeza izinhloso zikaNkulunkulu ekugcineni eqaleni kwe-history yayo. So njengamanje baye rejecta le message ebeyizobaphilisa and bathi asiqhubeka sihleli ekufeni, right? So sizocaca siqhubeka lezi zinto ukuthi zichaza ukuthini. Seventh-day Adventist Church sithi enye institution le uNkulunkulu ayisebenzisayo, uyabona. Nangu Agrippa unikeza message esikhundleni sokuthi aphenduke uthi cishe wangenza umKristu Paul, cishe wangenza umKristu, yabo. So into yokuthi cishe truth value rejectile message and to Agrippa uyayazi lento, uyayazi le prophecy, uyazazi prophet, uyamazi Moses and we expect and Agrippa mekhethe high priest ube umunye walabo abantu bayi3 abantu lapho abakhetha i-high priest u-Agrippa usuke khona. So usazi imithetho. So still Seventh-day Adventist Church iyazazi prophet, uyabona. Seventh-day Adventist Church iyazazi prophet. So umhlaba ungangayazi into eyenzekayo, ungangazi ukuthi kwenzekani kulomhlaba, but i-Seventh-day Adventist Church iyazazi prophet. Uyake nje into yokuthi abazi understand vele, but kodwa ukuthi iziprophet zikhona bayazazi ngoba bayamazi nomprofeti, bayamazi no-Ellen White, bayazi ne-history yama-Millerites, bayazi ukuthi uNkulunkulu wanika leli bandla i-message phela bayi-reject i-message. So Agrippa uthi ayicisheke wangenza umKristu Paul wangaphenduka, right? So sisivezile ezinye izinto. So sithi uhamba kodwa liqala eCaesarea. Caesarea means cut out. So ila uNkulunkulu ezihlukanisela abantu bakhe azohamba nabo manje kule history aba representa uPaul labo bantu, angithi yabo. So sithi ke ilo lelitshe ke liqhishulwa entabeni leli, njengoba ubona eCaesarea qhishulwa amatshe eCaesarea kunentaba kunequarry lapha, uyabona. So sithi ke uNkulunkulu uzobuild ibandla lakhe ngalamatshe ke manje. Iyona ke into ke esiyibukele ke la njengoba siqala lesi story sethu sa Acts 27. But so ibamba la sophinde siqhubeke futhi ngesifundo esisayo ngenxa yesikhathi sizophinde siqhubeke. Amen.